Zucchenia, and Little News Ears present
Cherry, Bird, Cow.
Hey, you, are you 4? I am. My name's Winston.
And I'm a green cowboy.
And I'm Enzo, part superb bird of paradise, part man, and I'm Winston's dad.
Dude, actually you're his grandfather.
Technically, I'm your father too, you know.
And I love you. I'm Felix, part boy, part cherry.
How is that possible?
We live in Ataraxia, California.
Wow, it's like a commune.
It's not a commune. We're working on a newspaper that we're putting on all bathroom stalls around the world.
News on every bathroom stall. The toilet paper. Get it?
We're
Cherry, Bird, and Cow.
Today's date is March 30th, 2021, World Bipolar Day.
Wow, dude, like bipolar, like Jekyll and Hyde? Hey, that could be kind of fun. I mean, you can get away with a lot of stuff. No, I don't think it's that fun, actually. No one really knows what causes bipolar disorder, but it's definitely not drinking a potion. It's pretty serious. You can be really happy, amazingly happy one minute, and really, really sad the next and not know why. It's important that people know how serious it is. Dude, Jekyll and Hyde wasn't really a comedy.
True, but today we need to focus on how it affects people and how real it is. Jekyll and Hyde weren't real.
True, dude.
Well, why don't we lighten the mood a bit and I'll play, I'll play some Chris Gaines music.
Dude, Chris Gaines?
Yeah, Chris Gaines. He is an artist for our time, and he is coming back.
Dude, why not listen to Garth Brooks instead? I mean, he's much more established and his music is huge.
What did Garth Brooks have to do with it? Let me listen to singers I like.
Dude, you realize that Chris Gaines and Garth Brooks are,
I don't think he knows.
Wow.
Where did I put my record player? I can't find it.
Should we tell him? And he doesn't realize it's Garth Brooks' alter ego?
Well, maybe he'll listen to this episode and then that will be enough.
I guess I can't listen to him right now. I can't even find my record player.
Wow, I haven't even heard the word record player in years. Speaking of years, we have a year to celebrate, Little News Ears. And if you're listening and you have Instagram, you can follow at Little News Ears. There's a live feed anniversary show on basically every day to celebrate 1 year of Little News Ears and to raise money for books for the Children's Defense Fund.
Wait, I found my record player.
Stop, dude. Don't play Chris Gaines, okay?
Come on.
Dude, if you do, I will totally scream, okay?
Hey, if you scream, we can check you for COVID.
Huh?
Yeah, I read about this guy, a Dutch inventor, Peter van Wees, and he came up with a faster and easier way to check for coronavirus infections. Instead of sticking stuff up your nose, he asked people to stand in an airlock cabin and scream or sing, and he collects everything that comes out of you and checks for the virus. Yelling and screaming spreads tens of thousands of particles which contain coronavirus. And he set it up next to a coronavirus testing center by Amsterdam to try out his invention on people who'd just been tested.
Dude, where did he do this?
Well, he said he was Dutch, so that means he's from the Netherlands, and the Netherlands is close to location number 22 on the cave map, traveling through time through the caves.
I got it. So, if you put Chris Gaines in there, no matter how odd he sounds, you could see if he has COVID?
Yeah, if you make a sound, you could be spitting out COVID particles.
Hey, if you want sounds, have you heard about the Guthman Musical Instrument Competition?
Yeah, people compete to make new instruments. This year there was an electromagnetic harp, an electromagnetic piano, a Lego guitar. Listen to some of the new ones that won the competition.
would you like to hear all those instruments like in one place?
That would be a great mixtape.
What's that?
Well, we used to put all of our favorite songs of all types on a tape, and we would call it a mixtape.
You could put music on tape?
Yeah, never mind.
Dude, like, I made some great mixtapes when I was younger.
So did I. But it wasn't anything as good as Chris Gaines. You know what? I could make one of those now.
No!
Well, it's your loss.
Yeah, dude. And speaking of losses, we lost the guy that essentially created the mixtape, Lou Ottens. They called him the father of mixtapes, and he died at 94 years old. He led the team at Philips that changed the audio world in 1963. He introduced this like small portable way to play and record the cassette.
Yep, it's sad, but he left a legacy. We can still listen to cassette tapes. Or we can play my records.
Dude, hardly anyone listens to tapes or records nowadays. Things change. We move on.
I like the old days, but you have to prepare for change. I mean, even what we eat.
Huh?
Yeah, we need to think about food that will survive. Like if the oceans rise and salt water makes it tough for plants. Luckily, there are sea beans.
Dude, that sounds totally odd.
It doesn't sound odd to Sam Norton of Charleston, South Carolina. He's experimenting with sea bean growing to create a food that's able to grow in salt water that we can easily eat.
This is getting weird.
Probably not as weird as, like, a sea bean tastes.
Well, Heron Farms could change that. They're likely to become the world's first indoor saltwater farm, and Sam Norton could save the world with his plan.
Dude, that would just be like a weird world.
And speaking of weird world, did you see the new map of the world?
Yeah, they're making a new map to better represent how the world looks. It's kind of flat with,
No, it's just a disc map. It changes some of the distortions of our current maps.
Yeah, disc like my records. Hey, we could play Chris Gaines and the world would be...
Wait, so now they're proving that the world is flat? I mean, I heard that's why the UN has that picture of the world on its flag. That's the only true representation of the flat Earth. It's kind of like a code.
No, this is different. There are two sides.
So we're back to bipolar?
Well, do your own research. It does help with some of the ways we view the world, and it's different. Sometimes, like I said, change is good.
Right. That's pretty interesting. And you know what doesn't change?
No. What?
I love you, man.
Like I love Chris Gaines?
I think we need to end this episode.
Hey, do you want this week's news for kids? Go to LittleNewsEars.com. And don't forget to check out our videos on YouTube and our teacher lesson plans and more on LittleNewsEars.com. May your sweetness shine and your colors glow.
Sources for today's story include Reuters, the Smithsonian Magazine, and the New York Times.